and welcome to our Hearts for Health team weekly Zoom call. So today we're going to talk about, or tonight I guess, we're going to talk about the highlights and what people took away from yesterday's Super Saturday event. And I'll just tell you, I thought it was amazing, and I've had more people than I ever have. Any event that we've put on here in Houston, I've had more people just tell me how much they got out of it, we really, our goal with it, and I think we were successful, was it was really simple, really streamlined, like no bells and whistles, nothing fancy. So it was very inexpensive for people to come to. And I think the quality of speakers that we had was just amazing. So I would love for those of you who were there to kind of share your takeaways. And either Christina or Laura, you guys, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you guys, Christina, you've been around for a little while, but you know, not kind of for a while.
I thought it was like one of the best like meetings that I've been to. Like, it was really informative. It was to the point. It wasn't overwhelming. Like, I didn't feel like it was overwhelming at all. I feel like each person had some really good, valid points. But it's always interesting, like, what I take away. And then afterwards, Laura and I went for lunch, and like, there was things that she got that I didn't even hear. So it's good to be able to talk about it with people and like hear what they got, you know, from it. But I basically got that buddying up is so important. And that's why I'm so excited to be back in the game, because my buddy is joining me. So we're pretty excited about what we're wanting to do. And essentially, like, the girls, the Army wives, like, they created a community, and they created, prior to joining Juice Plus, they had this community about like healthy mindset, you know, a sugar detox for a month, and then, you know, somebody bringing in Juice Plus, and then they just like coupled that with what they already had. And then Danny was really good in the fact that you know, did he actually write the book Rich Dad Poor Dad with the author, or did he just meet him? I came in at the tail beginning of that.
No, he just was talking about the book. He met Robert Kiyosaki.
Okay. Anyways, and so for him to have met the guy, because he's big into direct sales, like, because of the residual income. And so for Danny to be affiliated with Juice Plus was like a really strong point, I thought, because there's so many other companies out there, and he chose to be with Juice Plus. So anywho, that's my 2 cents.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what Christina was saying there, but yeah, overall, I liked it. I'm new to Juice Plus, never really understood the business side, but you know, I love this stuff. I've been taking it for years, and every single woman, including I think Janice, right on the panel. Right? I think, yeah, it was you. I recognize you. I related with every single woman, and it actually expanded my view as far as selling it tremendously. I thought I would be doing something completely different. But actually, just the community aspect that Christina brought up, I realized we're, you know, when you sell to your friends, you feel kind of funny, I guess, at first, but the reality is we're like doing such a justice to society, because not only are we selling a product, but we're saying, hey, you better take this, but also do something about it. So that differentiates Juice Plus from any other product out there. If I went to Whole Foods and bought this, if I went here, if I went there, it doesn't matter. And I thought, you know what, it's actually really cool if you think about it that way. So not only as a product, but if you sign up, you're going to do something about it and really improve the quality of America, right? So that, I don't know, I think that's really cool. I worry about so many things for this little one and what what it's going to be like for her. You know, we need to come together. We're the grassroots. Let's make it happen. Let's change the consumer industry. Anyways, I have been super excited ever since we left. So those were the biggest things. And then we learned a lot about organization, and how to start your business, which I thought was really helpful. Different tips about doing different actions during the week. Don't be a whack-a-mole and just kind of whack at whatever seems to be coming your way. Actually try to do some preparation, methodical thoughts, 3 or 4 bullet points. Take 1 to 2 minutes to explain your product or what you're selling. Just very, very simple things that are really useful. So those were some of the best takeaways I got. Sorry about the multitasking. Could have come out a little better, but that's it.
That was awesome, Laura. And don't apologize for multitasking. We're all moms. We do it. That's one of the best things about this business is you can do 12 things at once and still work your business. Awesome. And, you just touched on so many things. And let's go on. I want everyone to be able to share, some things they got from it. And I took so many notes. So Regina, do you want to share with us?
Yes, ma'am. Really, which Regina?
You.
Okay. I didn't know what the other was on. Really, it was so simple, but it really caught my attention, is when he talked about the Kool-Aid and how Kool-Aid is the powder and you mix the water and it makes that. To me, that was my sell for people asking, well, how can they put this in all these fruits and vegetables in a capsule? Explain it from the Kool-Aid point of view, does it. I got a sale tonight, y'all.
Awesome.
I was so impressed. It happened out the blue, because, and so that just blows me how something so simple is like set the light bulb off. And of course, everything else he was saying was just outstanding. The different plans, how you do your forgive me. I'm so excited. How you schedule out how you're gonna make your week. How you gonna go about not attacking. I'm using a military term. How you go about conquering what you're after. It's just exciting, and I'm just bubbling with it. That's my take for this.
I love it. And just so you guys, for those of you who weren't there, what Danny talked about, you know how people always say, well, how do they get all of that produce into these little capsules? Danny said, and I just loved this, he said, think about Kool-Aid. If you were to take a pitcher of Kool-Aid and take all of the water out of it, you would have a little packet of powder, right? You're reverse engineering Kool-Aid. And Juice Plus is like that. Fruits and vegetables are 90% water. So if you take all the water out of them, you're going to have this little capsule worth of powder. I thought that was really brilliant.
Mm-hmm. That was a seller.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was there for that, so I'm glad you just said that. I was a little late, so thank you. I like that.
Yeah, I think that was at the beginning.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah, because Danny spoke twice. He spoke at the very beginning, and then he spoke at the very end.
He is a dynamic speaker.
Yes.
And so down to earth that you don't feel like he's over your head talking. He doesn't use a lot of pharmacology type words. He makes it very simple for the simplest person to understand. He comes down to that person level. I love that about it.
Yeah.
He was
Yes.
the reason why
You're so great.
to the business. He's a man.
Like when he was like, well, I don't know if I can take it. Well, do you do food? If you eat food, then yeah, you can have this. Oh, I'm sorry, do you do food? Like, yes, you're right.
And that's hilarious. And I was just thinking of that too, Christina. So So he said, when people are like, oh, well, I need to ask my doctor, what about this or what about that? It's like, do you eat food? Because it's food. Do you eat food? Okay, then you can take it. And they come back with whatever. Do you eat food? Then you can take it. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Okay. So Debbie, what were your takeaways?
Oh my gosh, one of the best trainings in a long time that I've been to. I loved it. So inspiring. All the speakers were awesome. So when Sarah talked, I liked when she said about tell me I forget and show me I remember and involve me and I understand. That's huge to me because I think that's why our salad and the jar parties are so popular and the Tower Gardens is because we're involving people. Like in the party, they come, they get to have conversation, they get to talk to other people, and they're making a salad. So it's kind of involvement in everything that we're part of. So it's the same thing in education. When we were teachers, we were told the same thing: involve the kids so they learn more, not just lecture or whatever. So I love that concept. And then Sarah talked about methods of sharing, and she pointed out a couple YouTubes that were good. And I just watched one tonight. I hadn't heard of it. It's called the Juice Plus Experience. So I just watched it. It was awesome. And then she mentioned the one I've seen before called What If by Lauren Slocum. So that's a good one also. But love Danette and Lori, their energy that they have, just coming out with that Top Gun movie theme. That's one of my favorite movies. And playing the theme song and dressing up in their little outfits, they were just so inspiring. And just kind of hearing how their team works, as the other girls were saying, forming communities is just huge. And, making sure that everybody's connected. Just so many nuts and bolts, I think, that they said that were so good. I really liked when they said they teamed up their team is paired up. And so they look at people that are working for the same goals, and then they pair up those members that are going for the same goals. So I thought that was excellent. And I liked when she talked about meaningful goals. And she gave that example of a girl on their team that was going fast track to sales coordinator, but doing it by Tower Gardens. And she said that one girl wanted to help the homeless shelter. And so her idea was to get Tower Gardens in their homeless shelter because they have a cooking school attached to their homeless shelter. And so she was almost like leaving a legacy. It was something that she was passionate about. And so she was plugging into that. And so she was working towards that goal. But they said that she thought at first that they were going to order like about 2 or 3 Tower Gardens. And they ended up ordering 8 Tower Gardens. So it was awesome because she met her goal, but she did it because she was passionate about helping the homeless shelter. So I just love that. I love, everything that they said. They gave lots of tips. And then I love the fact that their team prays together every day at 3 o'clock. Yes. I love that. It's just that sense of community, When I was a school teacher, we used to have a time every day. This isn't a long time ago that we would all read together for like 5 or 10 minutes. Like everybody in the school shut down and everybody was reading together at that time. So it kind of told the kids how important it was to read, teaching them. Everybody's reading. The teachers are reading, everybody. So that kind of reminded me of that. And I think the last big thing I loved was how they do the coffee get-togethers. Every week they have their get-togethers, and there's no agenda. They're just talking. It's a group of healthy, like-minded individuals that come together and they talk, and lots of things come up. So I love that idea too. So many nuggets. I can't list them all.
Awesome. Yeah, there were, I'm looking through my notes and I try to asterisk the things that I really, really like, and I have asterisks all over. Awesome. And Diane, did you pop on?
Diane and Mo.
Yay! So we would love
Diane and Mo in the car driving.
I love it.
We were at one of Mo's from work. She had her hey Regina. She had her very first housewarming party since she's been divorced, and she had about 6 or 7 of her girlfriends over, and we were here till 4 o'clock, and there was a lady there doing Park Lane jewelry, and oh my God, so much you have to learn and know. And Mo was just cracking up. Do we get 40% or 20%? Or if we have a show, do we get 40%? Do we have, how many shows do we have? Oh my God. She was killing me. But anyway.
Just give blood.
We gotta give blood to get the jewelry. But anyway, we learned tonight how simple our business is, and what did we take away from the weekend? Well, I mean, I heard what Debbie said about the praying every afternoon. That's amazing. I remember Bree saying that a couple years ago. And, you know, me, Mo, and Regina have a prayer boxer that we do every morning. And I think the biggest thing is consistency. 40 years of hard work. Talk to 2 people, 2 new prospects, 2 follow-ups, 2 existing customers, and 2 team members every single day. And the point is to make sure you do it every single day and not put it off. The hardest thing first. You can talk, Mo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on her because I'm listening to the navigation because we're in League City and I don't know where we are.
I was going to say there's background noise coming from somewhere. I wasn't sure where. That must be what it is.
I don't think it's from us. The car's very quiet.
Oh. It sounds like has some, maybe a TV or background noise in there. If you, at the bottom left of your screen, you can hit the mute button and then it won't, you can mute yourself.
Okay. But it was just a great day yesterday for those of you who couldn't make it. It really was, it was entertaining and informative, and we just had a great, well, don't turn the light. You can't see the driver.
I can see.
You sure? They don't have to see us.
I can see you.
Okay. So anyway, it was really good, but you know, we talked to these people this evening, and they really get it. They get the fruits and vegetables, and I think we're going to be doing that. Nobody actually ordered tonight, but we're going to be doing presentations for everybody, because we explained to them how they could get their product for free for 4 months, and that's what they all want to do.
Awesome.
So we're going to be signing up some HLP distributors in the next couple of weeks from this presentation today. So we're excited about that.
Awesome. So you basically did what Danny, one of the things Danny said was he asks, I'm looking through my notes, he offers to offset the product costs for all of his new customers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we ended up doing today.
Repeat that about the customers.
Everybody at this presentation today, Regina, was very interested in the product. They knew they needed the product, but they were all trying to figure out how to pay for the product.
Mm-hmm.
We offered them the HLP family bonus right off the bat, and 4 people have agreed to do presentations with us. So Mo's going to be putting them on the books on the next couple weeks.
That's great.
Oh, just caught the fire.
Yay! Awesome. And one thing that Danny said is, and I just love this, and I know we've heard it from other places, but it really sunk in. He asks the customer, every new customer he gets, he asks them, what are you expecting from taking?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mo asked that.
Awesome.
One of the girls has lupus, so she expects to have her skin to clear up and her have all these issues with her skin and the veins, and she has a lot of bruising.
I just have to ask, is there any way we can mute everybody? Because I can barely hear. There's some kind of background noise.
How do you mute? I say you sit at the bottom, but mine says something about disconnect audio. Is that it?
You know what? I can mute you, Regina.
Okay.
We'll see if that makes a difference. And so, Regina, if you want me to unmute you, just like raise your hand and wave or something. Okay, is that better, Michelle?
Oh my gosh, yes, now I can hear.
Okay, good. I just didn't know where I could hear a noise, but I didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't want to mute everyone because then I don't know if you can unmute.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, that's all right. I think we lost Diane and Mo. But Danny talked about asking your customer, right up front. Because he said if you don't ask them up front, when it's time for their next box to go out, you're going to basically be asking them that, right? If they're not ready and they're going to go, well, I didn't notice anything, or I expected this and it didn't happen. So it's best to proactively have that. You're going to end up having that conversation, but it'll be 4 months too late. So if you proactively ask that question and let them know that, whether or not their expectations are realistic, and that we know the research proves beyond the shadow of a doubt that good things are going to happen inside their body when they take Juice Plus, whether or not their hair grows an extra inch, we don't know if that's going to happen.
Okay, we're back.
Yay!
Yay.
We're in League City. We have a signal down here. Okay.
Do you guys have more from the weekend, from yesterday?
From yesterday.
So what I was thinking, what hit me the most, and me and Mick were talking about before, and he kind of, Danny reiterated the fact about you have to work hard for 4 years. Like, you really have to bust your butt, get out there, and it's not about getting all the orders. It's getting the orders so you can stay self-qualified. So, 50 orders, you're working too hard, so, go for the 25 to 40 and then build your team. And then that's what the business is about, helping other people build your team for 4 years and just working on that. And then the rest of it will fall into place.
Yep. Awesome. One thing that Danny talked about is you don't have to build an army. You just want to go find a few generals, and they will work with you to build an army. I thought that was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I just loved Danette and Lori. I just love them anyway, but you guys, they came out decked out. They had told me a few days ahead of time that they had costumes, and I totally thought they were joking. They had made a video that introduced them, played to the theme of Top Gun. They came out decked out in like military pilot. I don't even know what you call those outfits.
They're flight suits.
They were flight suits turned into dresses, and Danette's, of course, had bling all over her. It's all blinged up. So.
And there's a video on Facebook of them behind the scenes before they're going on. Did y'all see that? That's
oh,
so funny.
It's on Danette.
They're going on. Yeah, they did a little video.
Oh, I have to go on. It's on Danette's Facebook because I can see. I'll have to go look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your Michelle? We missed your report. How was your day in Austin yesterday?
It was, oh my gosh, it was good, and I love watching Bettina in action.
Yeah.
Whole room of dental hygienists. So we've got a few people that are interested. We didn't get any orders. There wasn't enough time afterwards. It's a CEC course, so people want to get it over with and they leave. But we got their numbers and I connected with a girl that I think is going to sign up as a distributor.
Good.
So that was fun. But the drive home, oh my God, it was horrible. The rain and flood, water. And, I prayed all the way home.
Yeah, sure.
Well, and you know, speaking of praying, I love the idea that Danette and Lori said that I know Bree Burkford's whole team at 3:00 every day stops and prays for their team. And I want to invite, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to set an alarm on my phone. And for anyone who wants to, I encourage you at 3:00 Central Time to just stop what you're, you know, set an alarm on your phone, just stop whatever you're doing, take a few minutes, pray for our team, pray for all of our customers. You know, I loved that idea. And I think the more people who are praying all at the same time, the more powerful it's going to be.
Yeah, they actually set an alarm so that everybody prayed at the exact same moment wherever they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they set it at 3:00 every day. I remember Bree saying that from the stage when she got her NMD, when she did her NMD speech. So I'm all for that. Like I said, me, Mo, and Regina, we have a Voxer that we all pray individually, and then we can all listen to each other's prayers. And I mean, Regina just got an order today. She said, she told me, she sent me a text and said, I just got a new customer. Can I invite her to the Zoom? And I said, no, this is only for our team, but we'll get her on a Zoom with us. So, I mean, she did that all by herself. I didn't even know she was talking to anybody today. She just went out and did it. So, God is moving, man. We are praying, and He is bringing people. And I mean, tonight we got 3 or 4 presentations out of today, and Kelly's signing on right away. She's all excited about being a distributor under Mo, and then all these people that are going to sign up, we're going to get them all signed up under Kelly. So it's amazing.
Well, you know, we've also been doing a lot of what Danette Blair and what they've been doing for the last 4 months. We've created this same community amongst our
Right.
group. And Mo and Regina and Diane and a few others are always sending out prayers over our Voxer group, which I just cherish. I just love that. And I really truly believe that it's that prayer that's making us or helping us grow. I really believe that. I think
absolutely.
It's the only way. I mean, I don't want to get all, you know, God be the glory. It really is. God be the glory.
That's right. So if we're all in agreement to set our alarm at 3 p.m. every afternoon, and wherever we are, just say a quick prayer about our team and our divine appointments and growing, because not only are we growing, we're helping people get healthier and feel better. And that's the beauty, because we're growing on helping somebody not to feel sick anymore, helping somebody with lupus. This young lady we met tonight, her whole body is covered in bruises.
Oh, wow.
And she has a 4-month-old little girl that her doctors advised her to abort because she was going to have so many severe handicaps due to the medicine she was taking. This baby was an angel. She said no to it. She trusted God. And this baby was born at 35 weeks, about 3.5 pounds, with absolutely perfection. Sweet little baby girl. So, you know, we're already, the people we talked to today are already believers. And I mean, we're just going to bring them on and just add to God's family and add to our Juice Plus family. So we're excited about it. So if we're all in agreement on that, I'm good setting my alarm for tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Be sick.
I see some thumbs up. Yay.
Yay. Okay.
So then you'll be like, Marsha.
Marsha.
Awesome. And you know, one thing that really hit me about Danette and Lori is they really talked about, and I had completely forgotten about this, but they started together in San Antonio, and they were kind of ignorance on fire when they started. They just loved Juice Plus. They had this kind of healthy community. They were in a military base where all the Army or the military wives are sort of like a family, and they both got to sales coordinator fairly quickly. And then Danette really talked about, it was really from her heart and really real, how she had a lot of fear there. And she didn't necessarily see herself going forward, and she got kind of stuck. She sort of stuck herself there, right?
Right.
And Lori ended up moving away, because in the military, you move every couple of years. And those two were partners. They were buddies. They talked about the importance of finding a buddy. But Danette also talked about, if your buddy, something like life happens or something comes up or whatever, that's not a sign for you to stop. You know, that if something happens with your buddy, this is your business and you are responsible for it. Because she talked about, she stopped and Lori continued to grow. And I remember that. I had completely forgotten about this, but there was all this talk about Lori Kendall and how fast she was growing, and she got to senior sales coordinator, and Danette is her upline. So Lori is underneath Danette. And then Lori ended up moving back to San Antonio, and the two of them, I remember a year and a half ago, Sean Myers was in Texas, and we did sort of a Texas tour, and we went to San Antonio and did an event at Lori's house. And it was a great event. I actually was there, and Sean said, as we were leaving, he said, okay, I'll see you guys in Dallas tomorrow, right? Because it was Thursday night, and on Friday we were going to Dallas for the Dallas Summit. And they both kind of hemmed and hawed, and they looked at him and said, no, we're not going. We don't really have team going. And, you know, we have this and that. They had excuses. They were good excuses, but, you know, they were excuses. And he just looked at him and he said, leaders show up. You know, and I remember that, and I remember like wanting to kind of crawl in the corner because it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And they went to Dallas, and they talked about, they were not that happy on the drive going up to Dallas. They were like, I can't believe Sean guilted us into this, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. They weren't that excited about getting there, but they got there, and that was the turning point for them. And they said on the way home, one of them was driving, the other one was taking notes, and they made the game plan for getting to NMD. You know, that was the turning point. So every event, I mean, conferences, well, first we have the San Antonio Summit coming up in July. We have the Colorado Boot Camp, actually, first in June. We have San Antonio Summit coming up in July. And then, of course, our conference in October in St. Louis. So those are events that are game changers, and you absolutely want to get there, no matter what.
We're all signed up. We are so ready for that trip. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Yep. We're going to San Antonio for sure.
I signed up a new distributor this week, my hairdresser. And
Yes.
I was telling her all about it, and she's going to, I mean, she was ready to sign up for the San Antonio Summit before she even became a distributor.
So she coming with us?
Oh, yeah.
On another groupie? Yay!
And one thing they talked about too was someone on their team had a "She Said Yes" party, and this was
Oh yeah.
I love that.
yeah. This is brilliant. They are so creative. They do videos all the time, and it really inspired me to want to partner up with somebody that's creative, because I'm just not that creative. But to do a lot of videos and post them. But someone on their team did a "She Said Yes" party, and so it was an Own Your Life event. They sent out, they had invitations that looked like a wedding invitation, basically, that people knew what they were coming to, and everything was decorated in Tiffany blue, and they had balloons. They had little gift boxes. And after they did the Own Your Life event, there was a set of boxes. They were Tiffany blue gift boxes wrapped. a set of boxes that said, I'm not quite ready, or I want to think about it. And in that box, do you guys remember what they gave them?
They said nobody picked those boxes, so I don't remember what was in those boxes.
Yeah, they said nobody picked those boxes. And then they had a set of boxes that were, she said yes. And I don't remember what was in the boxes, though. I don't know if I read that.
I don't either. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Little gift. So
Yeah, some sort of little gift. And then they had boxes that were already committed, and those were people who were already distributors.
right,
Everybody went home with a little gift,
right.
which I just thought that idea was so cute.
Yeah.
Darling.
And we need to do something like that for sure. We need to do a own your life event. We need to get something planned for that, something big that we can invite people to.
Right after the conference.
Yep.
Right out of San Antonio?
No, not at San Antonio.
After the St. Louis conference?
To give them time to get into the boot camps, to get to San Antonio.
After San Antonio?
No, after St. Louis. To get them into the San Antonio and the summits that go in between them. So if you do something when we come back from St. Louis, so we have our 6-month period time. If we do something right
I see.
after we get back from St. Louis, the new distributors that we're trying to bring on, they can go to our events like we do our San Antonio event and our boot camp event, and we're preparing them for 6 months to get to that next stage of our next conference.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cheers.
Well, I just have to say I am so sorry that I missed it. I really,
We got a picture just for you. I said we got to get a picture just so we can send it to Michelle.
Awesome.
So some of y'all don't know that he was the reason why I said yes to the business. And
Ooh, she said yes to Danny. Woo! Well, where did you see him that you said yes?
I was at the Dallas Regional.
Oh, okay.
I signed up in the beginning of late August, like 31st of August, September.
Okay.
And, I was in the Dallas Summit or the Dallas Regional in October.
Okay.
And I told Janice on the way home, I said, yeah, this is it. And it was. And I kicked ass in the beginning. It was fun.
Yep.
And I don't know who was saying it earlier, but, he's so down to earth and so,
Oh my gosh.
so relatable. You could relate to everything that he said. And I totally related. If he could do it, I can do it, He
Yeah,
didn't-
exactly.
special.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm really sorry I missed it.
That's okay. You went and did a great event with
I was where I was supposed to be.
You know what? We were spread out where we needed to be. Everybody was where they needed to be. So
That's right.
Exactly. Okay. So I think that kind of wraps up the Super Saturday. And I just want to let you guys know that next week we have a special guest speaker for our Sunday night call, and it's Donna Finzel, who is an NMD on the Peak team. She is amazing, and she and I'm so excited for this. She and I have been talking back and forth a lot about this. It's really going to be having an abundance mindset, and really from a Christian standpoint with our business, how to really have an abundance mindset and get rid of any fear, anything that's not from God, basically. And it'll completely relate into our Juice Plus business. So I am super excited about this. It's going to be amazing. So that is next Sunday at 8:30 p.m. And I'm going to try to, in the next day, come up with like a little flyer or something just to, to really promote it. So I want to let you guys know so you can make sure that all of your team is excited about getting on that call too.
okay.
She's fabulous. Fabulous. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, she
So
is.
this that would be a good call to get our new reps on as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, all of these, Diane, all of our Sunday night calls are great for new reps.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, well, you guys have a great week. Thanks so much for calling in.
Okay, you guys too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.